being told to one, he gave 5 talents. And to another one, he gave 2. And to another one, he gave 1. In total, there were 8 talents. And then the master left. They were told to go and trained. Because many times we are told what to do, but how to do is left to the individual. And then after a long period of the time, we are being told the master came back. And he wanted to settle the account to each one of them. Remember, we are not told the criteria the master used. But he called 3, 5, 2, 1. The one who was given 1, he appeared before the master. And he told the master, this is what I did. That 1 talent that you gave me, I dug the hole, I kept it there. He used 48 words to explain what he did with the 1. But the other guys who multiplied theirs, they were using only 16 words. But the guy of 1 talent, tell your neighbor 1 talent, he explained his case by using 48 words. And the master looked at him. He told him, you could have even taken on to the bankers and invest there rather than what you did. Because what you did, I cannot align with what you are saying. And the guy was thrown away. As you meet today, because I understand it's your AGM. And even as we engage one another, be careful of a person of 1 talent. Just talking. May the Lord God minister to us, because we are all endured. Thank you, Kenya National Chambers of Commerce and Industry. You are taking care of the small enterprises, the medium, and the large. And to each one of us, wherever we are, the Lord God is expecting there is some result. May the Lord God be with us wherever we are. We know these are turbulent times. This pandemic has affected our businesses, but remember, we are still kicking, and we have all the reason to give thanks that we are meeting even a physical meeting today, because God has done it.
I have set up a trade and industry devolution sector working group. Trade and industry devolution sector working group. What I mean is that this is a group that we will be meeting together to discuss what are of interest to the businesses and how can that agenda be prioritized by the county governments. And I'm glad to report to you that your president has already agreed that Chamber of Commerce is a member, because I know you will be the people who will tell us in County A, how is the government, what is the scorecard of that government? Is it serving you well? Where are the gaps? And how can we address that? So through this trade and industry devolution sector working group, we will engage, we will sit down, and I would want, Bwana President and your team, to now come up with the 47 reports. That is, each county with a scorecard on where are the painful areas in terms of how your members are served. The Juakali, the informal businesses. How can county governments set aside resources which will include dedicated land, put up structures, which you as a business person, you will go rent and then dedicate your capital to productivity, not putting your money into buying land and then building a structure. By the time you finish all that, all your savings are gone. But I would rather you use your savings to start a business. So those are the things that we hope that as we roll out this sector working group on trade and industry, we will all work together to set the agenda so that we can make the business grow.
And I can tell you for a fact, our membership has grown to 45,000. Our membership has also grown beyond that because we have signed with various associations, including the Juakali Federation. The Juakali sector, there are about 8 million that you can be able to pinpoint where they are. And those are our members through the association. and you can attest to it, that also you at the county level, you are supporting them with various programs within your counties. Expand, that's the pledge for, expand the capacities of the chamber chapters and strengthen the chamber's economic diplomacy. This is where I said we have signed so many MOUs. And in our meeting with the board, we have agreed now the MOUs that we have so far signed, we need now to implement those that are pending so that it can benefit our members. It can also benefit you as the county chapters, so that we can be able to continue with our businesses. In fact, and also looking at globally, we have actually been recognized. And I can tell you for a fact that the UAE government, through Sharjah Chamber, have been able to allocate us an office which is 2.5 floors of a building, and this office is for a lifetime. This comes to support us during the expo and to have a precursor so that you can be able to bring in your members to have a trade to exhibit their products during the 6 months of the expo. Through these actions and more, we have promoted the value and visibility of the chamber to our members, the business community and government. I want to thank members of the National Governing Council and KNCCI directors for the role they have played in achieving these goals.
Really, we've seen big opportunities in either side, in Qatar and in Kenya, for the businessmen to get together here or there. And for me, I have two hats. I am in the chamber as first vice chairman. Also, I'm head of my group. My group is working in different sectors. One of them real estate development, also many sectors in communication and services and transportation, contracting. Today we are coming for real estate development here in Kenya, and we examine some opportunities with our friend here in the chairman, in the chamber, Kenyan chamber, and we look to different opportunities.
So COVID-19 has devastated business, not just here, but everywhere in the world. People can't travel, hotels are closed. So what does this require of us as business people? It requires us to be dynamic, to think outside the box, to change your business model to an ultra low-cost model, to look at ways of delivering your goods and services using new platforms, even digitally. And it requires that if you're running an enterprise that is no longer working because of the situation, then you must shut it and move quickly onto things that work in this new environment. We need to be dynamic. And I congratulate the Chamber for really being at the forefront of holding conversations that bring these discussions to the fore, that help the business community.
I want to take this opportunity to congratulate the Chamber President for demonstrating that even during these times, action can be seen across the various sectors of the business community. And we've been seeing him trying to defend and champion the interests of the Chamber in ways beyond that, what we ordinarily think that should happen. So congratulations, the Chamber President, you've done extremely well.
The Chamber has become very vibrant. The leadership has been doing a lot of outreach and engaging development partners, financial institutions to continue supporting the Chamber. And it is very clear that the Chamber has, by leaps and bounds, focused on its core mandates of enabling, supporting the members to continue building their capacity in terms of exposure, in terms of access to information, in terms of access to credit, to be able to continue building your businesses. As the government will continue to play a key role in creating an enabling environment in support of the private sector, this includes establishing effective mechanisms for dialogue between public and private sector to ensure that skills development is demand-driven rather than driven by educational institutions. And indeed, I would want to venture here to say that the President already directed the institutions that are involved in qualifications to come up with a framework of giving certification to people who don't have certificates but have the skills. People in the informal sector, people in the fishing industry, people who have the skills, who know how to do it, and sometimes know better than even those who have gone institutions.